Hi guys, welcome back to Manifest with Armine. My name is Armine and I'm a law of attraction consultant. This video is to answer another question from a viewer. This question is, hi Armine, I am not sure how we should feel the feeling of already having our desire every day. I think I never understood that part since Neville stresses the feeling is what matters. How should I feel if I am manifesting a job, for example, or a specific person? Can I manifest with no technique at all? So this is how I would approach this question. First of all, the feeling is what matters. And now feelings is the very wide range of feelings that we feel throughout the day. It doesn't mean that you're focusing on a certain feeling consciously. It doesn't mean that it's a strong feeling. And what Neville really says what you're reaching for is the feeling of naturalness, because it shows up once it feels natural. If it doesn't feel natural, it can't show up for you. So that's what you want to really embody. That's what, when you're going into the silence and you're, like Abraham would say, matching that, but trying to match the vibration, what you're doing is you're introducing yourself to your desire or wish, and becoming familiar with it, because we can carry on a wish our entire lives and never actually become friends with it and become familiar with it. What you want to do is get to know each other and be familiar with each other, and you want I'm not talking about the absence of the wish, because that's what you're used to. You're used to practicing the feeling of the absence of the desire. You need to become familiar and natural with the desire itself, the thing that you desire. Now, once you do this, then it will be easy to go on throughout your day and feel like the person who already has this. So you make conscious contact with it when you're in silence, if you're meditating, if you're just quietly with yourself, that's what it really is. And you accept that this thing is a natural part of who you are. Like, you accept that your I am, your self-concept, your self-image is the person who is already experiencing this thing. So that's really basically what it is. And then the more often you do, and you don't have to do this 100 times, you don't have to do it 10 times. It will be different in every case. For you, for everyone, in every case it's different. It doesn't vary just by person, it doesn't vary just by the thing that's trying to be manifested. It varies by your particular circumstance in that moment. So it could take once, it could take twice, 3 times. You know, if you're not actually doing it, it could take you hundreds of times, but that's because you're not actually doing it. If you are truly reaching for that feeling, if you are truly inviting that feeling, then it will come pretty quickly. Because if it doesn't come quickly, it's just because you're fighting the feeling. But if you relax and you allow that feeling to come to you, that feeling of naturalness for that desire, then it will come to you, and you will start thinking of, you will start to actually feel the feelings of gratitude of having it, and what it's like for it to feel natural, and other things that match that will come to your mind, and then it'll be very normal. So yeah, the feeling is what matters, but you don't have to focus on the excitement of already having it. That excitement will occur to you throughout the day as you remind yourself, oh, this is done already, and then you get excited because you know it's coming. But the feeling that you're practicing is really the feeling of it being just natural, because there are things in our lives that are natural to us that we really enjoy, right? Of course, because we wanted those things and we still enjoy it, regularly. Just because we have something doesn't mean that, okay, now we're done with it. No, you enjoy it in a different way. It's more of a gratitude, an easy appreciation. So it says, how should I feel if I am manifesting a job, for example? Well, what is it like when you have that job? You don't have to know what the specific job is. If you do, then use those details. Don't worry about the details so much. Focus on the feeling. What does it feel like to be the person who has the job that you want? What does it feel like to not be missing a job in your life? What does it feel like to have that income? How does it feel to have that routine? How does it feel to have that commute, if there is a commute? involved? How does it feel to meet people as the person who already is occupying that job? That is what you need to focus on. You have to enter the silence. You have to go into the silence and just explore what it feels like, because I can't tell you what it feels like. I can suggest what it would feel like, but you know exactly how you want it to feel. And this is where you're creating your experience. You're creating the feelings you want to feel as you experience that job. So you're not really manifesting the job. The job is just a result of you manifesting the state that you are desiring, which is the state of security, the state of enjoying what you're doing for a living, the state of having a certain routine, the state of being a certain person. The job is a reflection of that. So, okay, so or a specific person, what does it feel like to have this specific person in your life? And we've talked about specific person before in several videos, and I'm going to say it again. The point of a specific person is to be able to focus on the joy that you feel for this specific person. If you're going to introduce a specific person to your mind, like the subject of his specific person, and if it just brings to you feelings of lack, well, that's not going to help you, is it? But you can use that as fuel to really create that feeling of how awesome it is to actually be with this person. Once you feel the feelings and already feel so joyful about appreciating this person in your mind and in your imagination, then that person is going to be aligned. You'll be aligned to that person, okay? This can I manifest with no technique at all? This is a good question, because what is a technique? You know, like, what is it when people coin a title, like a name for a technique, and then they, you know, sell it or advertise it or promote it? What does that really mean? These techniques are nothing new. Like, it doesn't matter if someone brands it and gives it a special name. It doesn't matter. It's not like an idea that you're buying into. A technique is just something that you do all day long. Like, you do these things all day long. You're always walking around feeling as this person, or feeling as that version of you, or this version of you, whatever. And the whole point, what we call a technique, is consciously switching that. A technique is when instead of just automatically feeling a certain way every day, automatically having an I am every day for different subjects in your life, your overall I am of who you are and what you're experiencing in life, you're consciously changing it to be the I am that you now prefer, because you know you have the choice, and you know that what you're experiencing in life is a result of your inner I am. So can you manifest with using no technique at all? You can't help but use techniques, because techniques are natural things that go on in your mind, and it's just a matter of doing it consciously. And the reason these things have names like feeling it real, or scripting, journaling, or even meditating, those are just words that people put on things, but they're all states of being, and they're all just things you're doing with your conscious mind. So can you do it without a specific technique? Sure, you can do whatever you want, as long as it gets you to feeling the way you want to feel, aligning with it, and matching the feeling of it, and allowing it to show up in your life. That's what any technique is for anyway. It doesn't matter how you get there. As long as it feels good, then get yourself there. Everyone will have their own way of doing it at certain times. Now, if you want to, you know, call them certain techniques and follow certain techniques, that's fine. But you can't help but what you're doing is typically going to fall into something someone has given a title to already. So a technique is not about what you are. It's not like textbook. You're always using a technique, whether you know it or not. Okay, and the name of the technique does not matter. There you go. Hopefully I answered your question. If you guys have any questions or comments, if you want to share your experiences, please do so in the comment section below. Thank you for listening. If you like this video, please click like And if you would like to subscribe and you haven't done so yet, please do, and click the bell, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.